Hey everyone, this is Elias from Ref Match Media. Today we are going to be test driving the Ram 2500 Power Wagon Crew Cab 4x4. Now, we've had a Ram before, but unfortunately we didn't get to do the thorough reviews we usually do. But with this one, we're gonna do things a little bit even more special. Let's get started. Now, starting off in the front, we have some really awesome things to show you guys. So we have this massive front grille here, and again, it's unmistakably Ram. I mean, it tells you right there. Now with the Power Wagon, there's a couple of cool things. My first thing that I really love is the front bumper. So it's got a great finish to it. It's got kind of that textured, like a bed liner finish, which is great, especially if you take this off-road and you graze against something. It's going to be more durable than maybe a painted front bumper. So this is actually one of the things I love about the truck. Now when we get down here with the Power Wagon, you actually have a winch. So you have this guy under here. If we need to, we have it there. Instruction manuals, the works. But it's awesome to have that there. Whether you need to pull someone or be pulled. And then again, we have these big, beefy grabbing points right there. The other thing I really love about the Ram are the headlights. You're probably wondering why I look so small, and that's because this thing is so big. So we have a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 under here, and it is connected to the automatic 8-speed transmission, and this thing has some power, but the power delivery is really great on this. And we have the power that you need and the transmission that you need for taking this off-road. Now let's get to the bottom of things. We have a 17-inch wheel. The design looks great. The color in black, it's always a good color to go with, especially with this amazing blue that the truck has. And we have right in the middle, big Ram design on it. And the tires, we have the Goodyear Wrangler with a 285/70 tire. These guys are beefy. They're really big and they really grab the road. And they're fairly quiet, surprisingly. With a tread pattern this big, I thought it was gonna be fairly noisy, or I thought it was gonna be pushing and pulling, but no, very smooth, very straight performance with them. So definitely were awesome. Now when we step to the side, we can see we're not talking about any small truck. This thing is massive, it's huge, it's really long, especially with the Crew Cab edition. So you have, again, we have the wheels, we have these steps that really make it easy, especially for someone short like myself, to get into the truck. And we have the Crew Cab option here, which just allows a lot of space in the back. Now, if you didn't know what kind of truck this was or what trim package this was, it's got it right on here. It's got a cool, actually, I like the graphic that it has there. It's telling you this is the Power Wagon. And, it's commanding attention. So a really great little addition there. Now, another thing that's great with this on the side is this actually has the storage bins. So these have what Ram calls the Ram box. Lets you store more items on the side. It's great though, it just gives you more packages or more options to store the things you need. The trucks of today have made things so much easier for people. Not when I was a kid. And so these kids are spoiled these days. Things like a step for you to go into the bed of the truck. Not when I was a kid. I had to struggle, and my dad just saying, hurry up, get in the truck, and you're trying to figure out where you're gonna get on. This makes things a lot easier. The second thing that really makes things easier these days with trucks is typically, well, first of all, you would have to open these guys up, and it was such a heavy weight. It was such a heavy tailgate, and it was sometimes difficult, especially as a kid, to try to put it down. But now these are dampened, so they actually come down and they are slowed down, so not all the weight comes down on you. But this one takes it a little bit further. Yeah, they're definitely spoiled these days. So in the key fob, there's actually a button to open up the tailgate, and you can load all your things up and just let it drop and you're good to go. This particular truck came with the cover, which has just a couple of latches on each side, or one latch on each side, and you can open it up should you need to load it up. And it also has this little door as well to place there if you want to limit or have a divider with your items, or just to give you a nice little lock as well. Now this remote has one of my favorite things as well. You press it twice and it has a remote start. Always a nice little added bonus. Now we've had this pickup truck for about a week.
Yeah, almost a week.
Yeah, almost a week, and it's been a lot of fun. So the biggest thing is the fact that it's big, and being in here. So when we get inside though, it's a lot of luxury. The leather seats are really big, they're soft, they're very comfortable, and we have your two memories for the seats, because obviously we have two drivers, which helps out, especially with a big truck like this and you want to get comfortable. The mirrors as well, and even the pedals. Again, our favorite thing about the Rams is the pedals, because my wife's not the tallest and I'm not the tallest, but there is a difference between our height, and yeah, it just keeps us happy. happy spouse, happy house, right? So we both have our own settings for that, which has been great. The mirrors have been awesome as well. We're making it right here, right?
Yes, we're entering Area A.
Area A. So what I like about the mirrors, we actually have, we actually have the trailer mirrors on this, which is great because you have your standard mirrors, but you have the more magnified on the sides, which helps when you're parking this thing. And it's not just, not just parking it with the mirrors, but the fact that this has the large 12-inch screen. Yes, the 12-inch screen. It's huge, and you can actually split it into different sections. This truck, not just with the mirrors helping, but you also have the large amount of cameras that this has. And there's really no blind spot with this. It has a front camera, which again was huge. It helps with parking. Yeah, make sure you don't hit the curb or anything like that, which you're really not when you're at this height. It's not a, you're not.
Bump,
yeah, it's a little speed bump that you're really not gonna feel. But it's also good, like if you're backing into a spot and you want to make sure you're not hanging over too much. You can take a look at the lines, or when you're creeping up, because again, it's such a high truck. So you want to make sure you don't hit the car in front of you. So it's great. And now when we do the off-road here, when it starts to get a little trickier, we'll be taking a look at using the front camera to make sure that we're not having any issues with clearance or anything with the road. We have our differential settings here. We have some trailer towing settings on the bottom as well. This actually in the front row, you guys are probably seeing it as a armrest, but we actually have this is actually a third seat in the front. So it puts you kind of like the old school truck benches that, are that reminds you of, when you were a kid and it was only the front row. There was no such thing as an extended cab or crew. Yeah, riding my dad, or no crew cab or anything like that. So we have the third seat in the front, so it's an armrest that doubles as that seat. So it's just a matter of lifting it up, and it will and it will seat another person. Make sure, I mean, if you have to, I guess, because
Not a lot of leg room.
not a lot of leg room. So, you know, they're gonna be fiddling here with the gear shifter in the area. But, you know, if you don't need the sixth person in here, you have plenty of room. There's plenty of room in the back. There's tons of space. We have the little guy, as you saw, is in his seat. And what's great about having a truck that's this capable and made for stuff like this is you're not worried about, is my truck gonna get stuck? Is, you know, something gonna happen to the bottom? It's made for this, so you're just focused on having the fun. You know, yeah. So you're just having fun. You're just enjoying the ride and not worried of, oh, you know, can I make it out of here in the same truck? Because again, we still gotta go home. We still gotta go home, and it's about an hour's way. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things, like on the race car side of things, when you take your car, you use it every day, and then you race it on the weekends. Oh, here we go. So do we go right? Oh no. I feel like we need to take a picture there.
Yeah, right. Detour.
Yep.
This is so cool.
Oh, I don't know if we can go down there.
We can take an action shot next to it. Whoa! You're going great.
You okay back there? Daddy's having too much fun.
You know, it's not like a Jeep. We can't exactly flip this back over.
So now we're gonna,
It's getting interesting.
yeah, now it's getting a little interesting. We're going a little uphill. We're gonna put it a little more to the test with the 4x4.
Bob, oh, wow. That was actually smoother than I thought.
Yeah, and that's why we have it in 4 high. I can probably do this easier in 4 low, but we're gonna just leave it in 4 high. I almost want to say that was uneventful in a good way. I mean, yeah, it looked scarier than what it was because of the capabilities of this truck. So now, a little more calm, and here we have some more fun. So we decided to take a small stop here at Hidden Falls Adventure Park just to admire how good this truck has been. It's been able to take the terrain with no problem. Some kind of scary moments at a time, and I'm sure you guys that do this all the time are like, oh, that's nothing. But someone that doesn't do this, it was a little concerning, but when we actually did it, it wasn't. It was easy for the truck. So I think this has definitely been an awesome truck to drive in this area, because as you can see, this place is massive. We're just a small little ant in this massive park. So come in closer, and again, we've enjoyed this. This is a blast, not just if you want to take it in places like this, but if you want to use it as an everyday truck. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review, and remember, always find the right gear.